Hey there, and welcome back. We always keep an eye on the AI agent store to see what's new and interesting in the agent world.
Definitely. It's a great resource. And something we saw there recently that caught our attention is Google A2A.
Exactly. That's what we're digging into today. We looked at their page on the store, and we want to unpack what this A2A thing's all about.
Yeah, what it is, maybe why it matters in the bigger picture of AI agents.
So let's start right there. What is Google A2A, fundamentally?
Okay, so A2A, it stands for an open protocol. Think of it like a set of agreed upon rules.
Rules for what, exactly?
Rules for letting different AI agents communicate and collaborate, even if they're built by totally different teams, different companies, using different tech stacks.
Ah, okay, so it's like a common language.
Pretty much. It gives them a standard way to, figure out what other agents can do.
Discover capabilities?
Right. And then negotiate how they're going to work together and then actually securely collaborate on tasks.
And the key thing I gathered is they do this without revealing their internal secrets, their proprietary tools and methods.
Exactly. That's crucial. It keeps things secure and respects intellectual property while still enabling collaboration.
Okay, so how does it actually work under the hood? What makes this communication possible?
Well, it's built on tech that's already really common on the web, stuff developers will know.
Like,
Things like HTTP, which browsers use, JSON RPC 2.0 for the message format, and server-sent events, or SSE.
right, so using familiar building blocks, what's the advantage of that?
It makes it, well, easier to adopt. It's based on reliable, well-understood internet standards. Plus, it supports different kinds of interactions.
Different kinds, like quick messages versus longer tasks.
Yeah, exactly. It can handle both synchronous stuff, quick back and forth, like a request and immediate answer, and asynchronous interactions.
Asynchronous, meaning tasks that might take a while.
Right. Things that need more processing time, where maybe the agent needs to check back later for the result or get updates along the way, like coordinating a complex project.
Got it. So, okay, it allows different agents to talk using standard tech. Why is that capability, that interoperability, so important?
Well, it really boils down to a few key things. Security is a big one, especially for business use.
Thanks, Seth.
Then there's that interoperability we mentioned, getting different systems to actually work together seamlessly.
Yeah.
And scalability, being able to handle complex tasks involving potentially many agents.
So it's designed with serious applications in mind,
Yeah.
like enterprise grade.
That seems to be the focus, yeah. Building a reliable foundation for complex AI systems.
You mentioned agents discovering what others can do. How does that discovery part work?
They use something called agent cards.
Agent cards, like digital business cards.
Sort of, yeah. They're JSON-based descriptions. An agent basically publishes its card saying, here's who I am, here's what I can do, here's how to talk to me.
And other agents can browse these cards to find collaborators.
Exactly. If an agent needs, say, image analysis help, it can look for other agents whose cards list that capability. This is really key for them working together autonomously.
Okay, that autonomy aspect sounds interesting. The A2A page mentioned a pretty high autonomy level, like 82%. What makes it so autonomous?
Well, several things contribute. First, the negotiation is decentralized. There isn't one central controller telling everyone exactly what to do. Agents figure it out amongst themselves.
Okay.
Then there's dynamic task delegation. One agent can decide, hey, you're better suited for this part, and hand off the work.
Right.
Plus the secure info exchange we talked about, and that discovery mechanism using agent cards agents independently choose who to work with based on advertised capabilities.
So they can self-organize to get tasks done.
That's the idea.
Can you give us some maybe concrete examples? Where would you actually use A2A?
Sure. Obvious one. Just enabling communication between agents built on different platforms. Maybe one's using Google's framework, another uses something else entirely.
Okay.
Another is coordinating those complex multi-agent tasks securely and efficiently, breaking down a big problem.
Right.
Standardizing that discovery process with agent cards is a use case in itself, and supporting those long-running asynchronous tasks, providing updates as they happen.
Okay, that clarifies things. Now, what's the general feeling about A2A? What are people saying are the main benefits?
Looking at the community feedback mentioned, a big positive seems to be productivity enhancement.
How so?
By automating workflows that might currently involve manual steps or clunky integrations between systems, letting agents handle that can reduce effort, potentially reduce errors.
Makes sense. Automating the connections.
Yeah. And another point mentioned is its integration with Google services and APIs, which could make it easier to build complex applications that span across different Google tools and maybe other platforms too.
We should note, There might be critiques or other viewpoints out there too, which, listeners can always explore further if they're interested.
Absolutely. We're focusing on what the source page highlighted here.
So who is this primarily built for?
Right.
Who gets the most out of A2A?
The page listed a few key groups. AI researchers, obviously, especially those working on multi-agent systems.
Right.
Software developers who are building applications that use AI agents. System architects who need to design how these complex systems fit together.
And enterprise IT folks.
Yeah, and enterprise IT professionals, people in larger organizations looking for scalable, secure ways to implement AI solutions.
Okay. So to kind of wrap it up, Google A2A is essentially building bridges, a standard way for AI agents, no matter who made them or how, to connect, talk, and work together.
Exactly. It's about enabling that interconnected ecosystem for AI.
Yeah.
Less siloed, more collaborative.
So here's a final thought to leave you with. If we have all these different AI agents, specialists in their own areas, suddenly able to collaborate smoothly, what new kinds of problems could be tackled? What kind of innovation does that unlock when systems can truly work as a team?
Definitely something to think about. And if you want to dive deeper into Google A2A or explore other AI agent technologies, you can check them out over at aiagentstore.ai.
Thanks again for tuning in today. We always appreciate you listening, and ratings are always helpful too.